early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Colts at 4-5, a game under 500. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Off play action. Beverly. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Looking to throw. Beverly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Elijah Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll run with ETN. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. One more time with ETN. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. With the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. This defense for the Jags, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6-0 our score after 1. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Beverly. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action with Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Robinson at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Off play action. Beverly rolling to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Lawrence on 3rd down. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 33 yards that time. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard, is it? And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Another tote for Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Beverly. That pass complete to Moore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Beverly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Yeah.
A give running right, ETN. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 59 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
ETN once more, and he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
19 tight.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Off the play fake. Beverly. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
19 Tigers. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Beverly. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, Etienne. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
Etienne up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Daniil Hunter gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Beverly. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Operating from the gun, Beverly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Beverly. In trouble, and he's taken down. Devon Hamilton busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Off the play fake. Beverly. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Hines. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, Jack.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Operating from the gun. Beverly on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Beverly. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, He needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here we go, set. Start.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Ready, break.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they will take a knee here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Jags, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.